Hi everyone, we will be demonstrating our EE211 mini project in this video. We did the project in a group. The group members are Nathan Pita, Ishan Mani, Prashil Chand, Jashnil Kumar and myself Kushal Kumar. Our mini project is based on designing graphical user interface in MATLAB. We are to design a GUI for a delta connector case motor which takes in the appropriate inputs and outputs the magnitude and direction of IE, EA and delta and theta. In order to do the project, we had to do massive research about GUI, as this time was the first time for us doing something on graphical user interface. After the research, we were able to compile this project. Now, I give the floor to Ishan Mani to continue.
Hi, I'm Ishan, and I will be discussing the layout of this project's graphical user interface. First of all, what we have on the left-hand side of the screen is the input of the parameter. So the user has to select whether the power factor is lagging or leading. And on the bottom of this is the calculate button. When this is pressed, the application calculates the required outputs based on the user's inputs. And these outputs are displayed on the right hand side of the screen. Moving on, the phasor diagram will be displayed on the region shown. After different approaches, our team found out that this layout was most effective and user-friendly. And I'll be passing on the floor to Nathan Pita to discuss on the codings.
Hi, this is Nathan Pita, and I will be discussing our MATLAB codes for the graphical user interface. When the text boxes, buttons, and plots are placed in our application, the functions corresponding to these items are automatically generated. Only thing our team had to do was to calculate the outputs corresponding to the inputs when the calculate button was pressed. As we can see, all our coding has been done under the calculate callback function. What we have basically done is assigned each parameter with letter values and converted the inputs from string to number for calculations. After this, we have done all calculations based on our specifications and displayed our results as a string value. Now I will hand over to my friend Jashnil to explain further on the coding.
Hi, I'm Jashnil Kumar, and I would like to discuss on the switching phases, which are lead and lag, as per the power factor. Peg 1 is associated with lead, which is shown here, and page 2 is situated with lag. The set of codes shown will run if either of the two phases are selected. Moving on to the plotting codes, both the codes will have the same set of plotting codes. Polar plot will be used to plot since the phasor has direction and magnitude both. The first entry here shows the angle and then followed by the magnitude of the phasors. The first line here shows the plot for the motor voltage and then followed by the line current or the armature current and then followed by the phase voltage and lastly the reactance line. Hold on is placed in between these plots to avoid any data loss. Now I would like Prashil Chand to take over the presentation.
Hi, I'm Prashil and I'll be demonstrating the accuracy of our program by solving a worked example. So having a look at our worked example, we are given a 208 volt 48 kVA 0.8 power factor leading delta connected 60 Hz synchronous machine, which has a synchronous reactance of 2.5 ohms and a negligible armature resistance. Its friction and winding losses are 1.5 kilowatt, core loss is 1 kilowatt. Initially, the shaft is supplying a 11.19 kilowatt load and the motor's power factor is 0.8 leading. We are required to sketch the phasor diagram of this motor and find the values of the armature current, armature voltage, delta, and theta. So if you're going to take a look at the workings, the value for IA we obtained is 27.4 angle of 36.87 degrees amps. We are going to use that in the calculation for the armature voltage. Upon finding the armature voltage, we know that it comes to a value of 255 with an angle of minus 12.4 degrees volts. Within the findings of armature voltage, we have also found the value for J-axis IA, which comes to 68.5 with an angle of 126.87 degrees volt. These are the values that we have obtained from the calculations. Now we want to display the accuracy of our program. If you're going to see, this is our phasor diagram, which we have obtained from the values of IA, J-axis, IA, V phase, and amateur voltage. Moving on to our application, if you're going to see, we were given with the values of terminal voltage of 208 volts with an angle of 0 degrees. The power rating was 45 kVA, 0.8 power factor, leading. The supply frequency was 60 Hz, synchronous reactance to be 2.5 ohms, friction and winding loss 1.5 ohms, 1.5 kilowatts. Core loss is 1 kilowatt. We didn't have any miscellaneous losses, and the shaft load was 11.19 kilowatts. Upon pressing the calculate button, we have obtained the values of IAEA, JXSIA, delta, and theta. If you're going to see, our values obtained from the application is very much similar to what we have obtained from calculations, which basically depicts the accuracy of our program. On the bottom, you're going to see our phasor diagram. The black line is basically our amateur current, which is quite small in magnitude. The blue one is the phase voltage. Red one is our amateur voltage, with the yellow one being our JXS IA. To sum it up, our team has successfully designed a graphical user interface based on given specifications and have also demonstrated the accuracy of our application. Thank you very much for your time.